championship, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards.
Makes a grab, past the marker. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On target. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hurricanes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be over. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be
picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's got it. 1st down and more. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. And the Canes are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air on 1st down. Fakes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Look out, he's got room. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Off play action. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Tight end now in motion. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He gets it into enemy territory, and that return has them in business at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. It's on target and complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Dances away to buy time. Intercepted deep in his own end. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he will be stopped at the 36. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking for a crease. It's Hines. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. We wind inside 4 minutes. In the half. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Flanagan. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. At quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Illinois. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. First down and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quick handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. All kinds of room to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
And how about the aggressiveness by this offense? Everyone thinking 4th and short, they're going to run the football. No, they take the big shot down the field. Everybody crowding the line of scrimmage. The offense, high risk, high reward, makes the huge touchdown play.
And he's going to bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They boot it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Touchdown, Cade! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. Drills him with the stiff arm. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Now the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half.
And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions that you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Sets up the screen, fighting off the defender. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They go to the ground. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Finding open areas. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hurricanes are threatening in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Dumps it to the back. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Miami! fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Caught close to the marker. It's Lockett. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Big guy smells it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Canes.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll run play action. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll pull it on the read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Flanagan. Buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill position.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Unleashes one. Finds a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw again. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's DeLuca. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And his slips just inside that right upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Throwing right. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Hurricanes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Offense at an empty set. To the air on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now fourth down is going to be a tough one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Flanagan. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this week. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
This is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Got his man. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Quick strike complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a spot in the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate.